Hi, I'm C-Wiz, and this is Entrana, and this is Chunky Trana, and this is my Xtreme One Chunk Ironman series. I'm starting this account in a very restricted and unresourceful place in RuneScape called Entrana. Entrana is an island inhabited by a group of peaceful monks that force you to hand over all weapons and armor before allowing you access. So, on an island that doesn't allow you to have any armor or weapons and is very limited in resources, I need to find a way to train my combat. I have to get my defense to level 40 so I can wear a rune full helm. Now, there's a few other things that I need to do in this chunk, like get my cooking to level 25 so I can cook a stew and equip a steel weapon. But all the equipment required for these tasks are dropped by monsters in the Entrana dungeon, which include a level 25 zombie that I'll need to kill, and ultimately a level 92 greater demon, which drop the rune full helm. So, because of the limited resources here, it's going to be really interesting to see how I'm going to figure out how to get a combat level high enough to where I can kill a level 92 greater demon, let alone multiple of them to get the drops. So very exciting stuff. I did start this account as a hardcore Ironman, just to see how long I could keep hardcore status. Obviously, the goal is to be a one chunk Ironman, though. So let's go exploring. So one thing I forgot to mention that I am remembering as I'm doing some exploring here is that I actually don't have access to a bank at all on Entrana. So that's kind of going to prevent me from being able to just grab everything that I come across, like this glass blowing pipe here. And, I'm actually kind of going to be functioning as an ultimate Ironman for this first chunk at least. Um, Here's a bowl here that's going to be useful for us for our cooking grind. We're going to have to get to 25 cooking to make a stew, and we'll be using that bowl later on. Now, this guy here, he actually will buy molten glass from you for 20 GP each, I believe, and he gives you a bucket. I mean, it's a potential moneymaker for the account in the future. Money making is kind of going to be a big deal in chunks ahead. We will cross that bridge when we get there. But in order to make the glass, I need seaweed, which is in this area over here. And it's not like I can make the molten glass anyways. So I'm going to drop this bucket because I only have my inventory to work with. But again, potential moneymaker for the future of the account. Ooh, there's a fishing rod over here and a bunch of fishing spots off the dock. But obviously, we don't have access to a small fishing net, so no way to start fishing. So, no fishing grind currently, but most definitely going to be a fishing grind in the future. And I think this will be a very good spot to start it. So, I think what I'm going to do is just start by killing some chickens. It should be pretty easy to grind out 25 cooking with them. There's a nice cooking range conveniently placed in the house right beside the chickens. So yeah, it'll be really easy to get to 25. I'm going to hold on to all of the feathers that I get from them, but obviously bury all the bones, get some combat levels up, and some prayer levels. And I think the feathers will just come in handy in the future. So yeah, hold on to all those. And yeah, let's get 25 cooking. Oh yeah. So let's talk about clue scrolls. Um, on Entrana, fun fact, there are exactly two clue steps that you can complete. One is a hard clue scroll step, and the other one is a master clue scroll. So these beginner clue scrolls are actually completely useless to me. So I'm just going to be dropping all of those. Yeah, unfortunately, there's just no use for those at all. All right, got my first full inventory of chickens. So gonna cook those up and see what we can get out of this. So excited. Oh, first chicken and it's a level. This is just amazing. All right, looks like we're going to get to level 6 cooking from that first inventory. Man, these first few levels, these early levels come in really fast. I just love it so much. Yeah, again, I don't have a bank for any of this stuff, so unfortunately, I'm just going to have to drop all of these chickens and just kind of rinse and repeat here for a little while. Ooh, we've got our first random event on the account. Gonna go play some pinball. So I have no idea what just happened. I touched all of the pillars that had rings around them, and then when I finished, I just kind of like left. And I think I did it wrong because I didn't get anything from it. Super unfortunate. Moving on. Ooh, first hit points level on the account. Very nice. 10 cooking from that second inventory. Levels are just flying in. Hello. How did you guys get in here? Where's your owner? And a nice clean stack of 500 feathers. Look at me go. Goodbye. 11. 12. Yeah, I missed 13. 15. 16. Hello. See if I can do this right this time. Help you with your beehive? Absolutely, I can do that. Ooh, first piece of swag on the account. Beekeeper's top and a lamp. I'm gonna throw that right on Hunter. Just seems like the right thing to do. Don't want to think about it too much. Just get rid of it. 17, 18, and that's level 15 strength. I'm gonna switch over to attack now and get some attack levels. Level 20 cooking. Yes, I missed level 19. No, I don't want to talk about it. 21, 22. Hello. Digging up graves is actually my second favorite pastime, just behind killing chickens and cooking them. Ooh, the zombie mask. Oh my goodness, look at this man. What a sexy little chicken slayer. 23, 24, and that's 25 cooking. Look how perfectly that worked out. The last chicken of the inventory got me the level. Amazing. So I can now go get all the stuff that I need to make a stew and check off a chunk task. So I have a confession to make. When I started this account, I didn't do a whole heck of a lot of research, and I forgot that this ladder here that leads to Entrana Dungeon is actually only a one-way ladder. So if I go down there, I actually can't come back up. There is a door down there in the dungeon that shoots you out to somewhere deep in the wilderness, which is obviously not anywhere close to any chunk that I own. Um, so, unfortunately, there's no way for me to get any of the drops from the monsters down there. If I want to stay in this chunk, I have to just skip that. So, at this point, all of the best in slot gear in this chunk taskbar is going to have to be backlogged for now. It's really unfortunate because I was actually really looking forward to finding a way to kill these monsters and get their drops. But it's fine. This 40 defense grind, I am still going to do. I feel like it's still, what would be required in this chunk in order to wear the armor available in the chunk had I had access to the dungeon. So I am going to still do that grind for 40 defense and find a way to, I don't know, I'll find some monsters to kill to get to that level there. Now, the other thing that's kind of an issue for me is in order to make the stew that I need to make as another one of the chunk tasks, I need to add potato to water and I need to add a piece of cooked meat. The only way to get a piece of meat on this account is from that bear right there. And I've been standing here for a while and it doesn't wander anywhere close to this chunk over here. I don't have any range or runes at all to lure it over here. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get that bear over here so I can get meat from it to make the stew. So I'm gonna go to the drawing board for that. I think at this point I'm just gonna go back to killing some things and work on that defense level while I figure out what's next for this account. All right, having gotten 15 attack on the account, I'm going to switch over to defense now. Train that for a little bit. I'm going to stay here at chickens just for now, anyways, until I can maybe kill unicorns a little more consistently. Got a nice stack of 2,600 feathers. So, yeah, killing chickens for a little longer anyway. All right, that is level 10 defense, 18 combat. Very nice. So, I've been doing some thinking, and I think I'm gonna just stick it out with the chickens until level 40 defense, simply because they're the only animal in this chunk that drops something useful for the account, feathers, and it's also a stackable item, so I don't have to worry about banking or anything. Um, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick it out here, grind to level 40 defense, killing chickens. So enjoy the next few hours of me punching them in the face. I won't make you watch. And there's 15 defense. So I've been doing some RuneScape maths, and to get from level 15 defense to level 40 defense, killing only chickens, it's going to take about 2,902 chickens to get to level 40. But the upside of that is during that process, I'm going to bury 2,902 bones, which means by the end of this grind, I'll have level 31 prayer. So I think that's pretty cool. So I just did a mime event and got the mime gloves and mime pants, which is perfect because both of those slots are vacant for me. So I've got mime pants, mime gloves, beekeeper's top, and zombie mask. Look at this guy. Who knew that Chunky Trana would end up looking like this? I certainly did not. Level 20 defense on the account. Levels are still coming in pretty quickly. I've got a just over 5,000 feathers in the inventory, and things are going pretty smoothly so far. Fun fact, RuneScape math tells us that the experience needed to level up doubles every 7 levels. So that means level 26 is 1/4 of the way to level 40. Levels are slowing down a little bit here. It's not too bad though. I'm feeling pretty good, in the groove, in the zone, in the chicken killing zone. There's just something so therapeutic about punching thousands of chickens in the face. I highly recommend it. Hey, that's not defense. You know, I enjoyed punching chickens in the face so much, I decided I'd wanted to kick them in the face for a little while. Honestly, just as fun. Oh, what? I didn't know he just like gave you stuff. What am I gonna do with a cosmic talisman? Come on, man. And that's level 30 defense on the account. Little update on the account here. We got 10 levels to go to level 40. We got about 11,500 feathers so far. And on the levels, I've got 25 prayer, 25 hit points, and yeah, just plugging along. The account's about 8 hours old, and I've basically been killing chickens for the entirety of the account. So this is what 8 hours of killing chickens looks like. Moving on. 31, 32. I missed it. But that's level 33. Halfway there. 34. Mr. Turpentine just stopped by and gave me a wad of cash. And this actually brings up a very interesting topic that I would love to talk about. Thanks for asking. So let's discuss the future of this account. Currently, from the one chunk that I'm on right now, there are only two possible chunk rolls from there. The first one being the last little chunk of the island of Entrana, which is a nothing chunk. It doesn't open up a skilling or best in slot. Like I said earlier in the video, it does open up some seaweed spawns there. The black bear, I can start a quest here. The herblore shop here I can't use because I don't have herblore unlocked, and a hops patch here that I also can't use. Um, so basically, that guarantees me being in Port Sarum next. If I don't roll it first, I'll be rolling it immediately after, anyways. So this chunk unlocks a few things. There's a fishing grind because of the fishing shop here. There's a thieving grind because there's some people somewhere in here that I can thieve, pickpocket, and an attack for a battle axe here. But the biggest thing is that because of this rune shop here, I'm gonna have to get to level 55 magic to cast high level alchemy. And the reason I bring this up is, as Mr. Turpentine reminded me, money making is going to be a huge factor in getting the runes to get myself to level 55 magic. So I'm going to have to kind of get creative and find ways to make money. I know I mentioned that this guy in here will buy molten glass, which I will have unlocked if I roll this one first. But if not, um, I've got a few ideas, but we'll leave it there for now. Let's go finish up this defense grind, cook a stew, and see what's in store. 35, 36. Guys, that is level 30 prayer on the account. Very nice. 37. Guys, we just hit a very big milestone here. I'm gonna show you the loot tracker because we just got to 3,000 chickens on the account, over 19,000 feathers. That looks so good. Just a few more levels to go. But like Why did you cross the road? 38. 39. Hello. Rock. Hard. Abs. Okay, well, now I'm in a bit of a pickle because I don't know which one is better. If you made it this far into the video, leave a comment on which one you like better. I think for now I got to keep the beekeeper top. He says he'll do it, and do it he does. That's level 40 defense. Done. So that is level 40 defense done. That grind got us 31 hit points also, and 32 prayer. And we ended up with a feather stat, almost 24,000 feathers. The account's been active now for 13 and a half hours. And again, pretty much all of that has been killing chickens on the loot tracker here. We ended the grind just under 3,800 chickens, so I did kill a few extra just to make that a nice round number, but 3,800 chickens killed on the account. And so we can go to the chunk picker here now and check off this 40 defense requirement. All that's left now is to cook a stew. So I'll show you guys how we're going to do that. So I recorded a bunch of footage of me killing this bear. It was over here when I came to check on it. So I attacked it, I killed it, got the bear meat, and then I burnt it. And all of that footage, my screen recording programming was recording my chunk picker screen still, so I can't use any of it. But that's just an update. I was going to get another account to lure the bear into my chunk for me and then attack it from here. But considering I was able to attack the bear without that, knowing that the bear does eventually come into this chunk, I feel like it's the right thing to do is to just wait for it to come back and attack it. I'd like to have as little outside influence on this account as possible. So, yeah, I might maybe hop around worlds a little bit and wait to see if it comes back, and hopefully I can get another try at it. Oh, you tease. I'm back. There it is. Yes, I just hopped onto this world and the bear was just right there. How perfect is that? Man, this level 40 defense sure is handy. Barely had to do anything. Okay, please don't burn this. Yes. All right. Go get the rest of the ingredients. A potato from here, and the bowl from here. Fill the bowl with water, and I am so glad I didn't do that to the cooked meat. We're gonna right click, use potato on there, right click, use meat, uncooked stew, and there is our final chunk task completed. Awesome. All right, gonna be ready to roll a new chunk. Okay, here we are on the chunk picker. I kind of already went over this earlier in the episode, so this is kind of redundant, but I don't know, let's see which one we unlock first. And there it is. Okay, so we are not going to get the other part of Entrana. We're just going to go straight to Port Sarum. And yeah, so we're going to have to grind a level 30 attack. There's a cooking grind there too. Interesting. farming. Oh, we'll be able to rake the farming patch there. Fishing is unlocked. There's the magic. That's gonna be interesting. 20 thieving. Now this wood cutting, I'm pretty sure that is assuming that I have the axe from the Entrana dungeon, which I don't. I'm pretty sure there's no way to get an axe in Port Sarim anywhere. Um, so I think this might need to be backlogged. I'll look into that a little bit more. All right, guys, I'm going to end the video there. I'm really excited to get off the island here and see what adventures await this account. Thank you so much for watching. Guys, this is the very first video I've ever fully created and edited on my own. I'm very much still in the learning stage as far as like audio settings and editing the video and programming and everything like that. It's all very new to me, so if you watch the whole video, I would just want you to know I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for the support, and I'm again so excited to see what adventures await. So until next time.